So, meine Freunde, und willkommen zurück in einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. Ich hoffe, es ist jetzt vorbei mit Heizou, also hoffen wir mal.
This also
Bald.
puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the content inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case. Like I said before, a lot of what comes up in an investigation is irrelevant information. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means, which we have established. Well, I've answered all your lingering questions, and you've checked all the material the police station has, so... What do you think? Case closed?
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, Heizou did give us all the files the police station had. Ugh, this is annoying.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
Right! Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing police station every time? So we're finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shame. Man alive, you finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right. There is other information that the police station doesn't have. Reason being? It's my own evidence. And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder come from?
Aha! Paimon knew you were keeping secrets!
Don't you have secrets too?
No. Nope. Definitely not.
Let's talk somewhere else. This isn't the best place for this discussion.
Okay, meine Freunde, hoffen wir einfach mal, dass es das langsam das Ende neigt. Tatsächlich, weil wir gehen echt langsam mit Heizou die Ideen aus. Ich glaube jetzt auf jeden Fall, also hier, wir sind schon mal hier. Das heißt, wir sind glaube ich schon fast am Ende. Die Sache ist die, wir haben immer noch 3 von 5. Es fehlt eine. Das ist natürlich richtig praktisch jetzt gerade. Alter, guckt euch das an, wie viele Abschnitte das sind. Das ist ja insane. Also eins steht definitiv fest, meine Freunde. Mein Lieber wollte ich gerade sagen. Meine Lieben. Ja, meine Lieben wollte ich sagen, besser gesagt. Der steht definitiv fest. Er hat eine verdammt lange Legendenquest. Also, Heizou hat wirklich eine verdammt mega lange Legendenquest tatsächlich. Na, dann hoffen wir mal, dass das letzte Bild nicht so lange dauern wird. Ich hoff's. Weil sonst muss Plan B.
Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages. Look, just read it over first.
Standbild? Achso.
Finished? Do you see now? The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine. Oh, wait, what? Where'd you conjure that answer up from?
Da stand doch drauf. Ich hab's noch mal gelesen.
That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful. One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryou Commission was undergoing a general reshuffle. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along. What a nasty piece of work.
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic. We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse.
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence? Paimon really doesn't get how the law works.
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him. Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back? Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizou, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not. Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy-tiny matter up to you. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
Ach du meine Güte, Leute. Das war viel. Wo ist denn die CD jetzt? Hier. Nee, das ist der Zettel nicht. Oder? Da steht neu. Gerichtsmedizin. Leute. Wir waren einfach 12 Minuten mit diesem Typen da gerade wieder am Quatschen, ey. Holy shit, also, ey, bah. Hey, so... Du redest echt ein bisschen zu viel. Das ist nicht normal. Du redest zu viel.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizou. You're back already, huh? I bet you're tired. Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Heizou and Traveler.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
Gott, welches sollen wir nehmen, Leute?
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible. Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully? Ugh, no, you little... Shikanoin Heizou. You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Sango, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryo Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey, you're not going anywhere!
LOL. Es gibt ein Geheimnis. Nur wir kennen es. Er hilft ja eigentlich so gesehen ihm. Alles klar. Ne, meine Freunde, wir haben es geschafft. Wir haben das 4. Bild. Jetzt gibt es ein Problem. Da, okay. Alles klar. Speichern. Ach, was? Ist es gleich daneben? Wie, warte, was? Deine Antwort. Ach, das ist das. Ach, das ist dasselbe. Okay, meine Freunde, das heißt, ein kleines Wir schaffen jetzt doch alles in der 5. Folge. Wahnsinn, da haben wir Glück. Alter, die nächste Antwort. Ach, hier ist die nächste Antwort.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizou.
Ja, das kennen wir.
Back already?
We'd love to.
No matter what you were
Das
able
kennen
to
wir.
find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down. Besides,
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the
Okay,
travel.
meine Freunde.
Don't worry, just
Jetzt kommt die nächste.
But how? How could this be?
so that's what really happened?
Ryuji, I know it's hard to accept, but
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomachache. Sango, can I take the day off?
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
Oh, Paimon hopes Ryuji will be okay.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this.
just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this too.
Okay, warte bis zu... Achso, wir müssen jetzt warten auf die Uhrzeit, meine Freunde. Aber wir sind knapp vor dem nächsten Bild. Na, wie viel Uhr war das? Ah, 8 bis 12 Uhr, okay. Falsche. Ich bin noch ein Holz. So. 8 Uhr. Ja, 9 Uhr geht ja auch. Okay, meine Freunde. Let's go. Na, immerhin, ey. Ich dachte mir jetzt schon, ist schon wieder irgend so eine Quest, die jetzt von Heizou ist, die wieder so 100 Jahre dauert, so. Eben um den Dreh. Warte. Warte bis nächsten Morgen. Achso. Bis nächsten Morgen. Ich muss jetzt nochmal die Uhr einstellen. Das ist der nächste Morgen. Ja, okay, Leute. Inazuma. Das Reich der Inseln. Ja. Ja, ich weiß noch, meine Freunde, wo wir Inazuma erkundet haben. Das war ja auch eine schöne Zeit eigentlich. Das war wirklich eine sehr, sehr, sehr schöne Zeit. Hat mir auch ganz gut gefallen.
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. Ryuji came earlier this morning. I guess he can handle a lot more than I had thought. I was honestly worried he'd suffer a breakdown. But as of today, it seems he'll be fine. He went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Heizou, I kind of understand now what you meant when you left.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryuji.
Okay, meine Freunde. Dann gehen wir mal zu Ryuji. Ryuji. Ich kann den Namen nicht richtig aussprechen, ne? Das ist schon wieder... Das bin ich. Das bin ich. Was haben wir denn anderes noch nicht erwartet? Na, immerhin, meine Freunde. Wir haben es aber jetzt gut geschafft. Ich hatte jetzt nicht erwartet, dass es jetzt so lange ist. Tatsächlich. Aber immerhin. Immerhin, würde ich sagen.
Look, there's Ryuji with a little kid too. Is he playing our toys?
Ne?
Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've never seen what he looked like.
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome man. Also, it's not uncle. Call me brother.
But you look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh? How come?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji, and with your father too.
Oh, really? Yay! I've met loads of my daddy's friends today. can you tell me some stories about him? I really want to hear them.
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old man that if I started talking now, you'd be all grown up before I finished them.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I don't want to grow up too soon then. Maybe when I'm 100. No, 200 years old. No, 300 years old. Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown-up, so that I can make sure I finish all the stories first.
Das Prinzip des berühmten Detektivs. Was am wichtigsten ist, was am wichtigsten ist, liegt immer jenseits der Wahrheit. Ah, Paimon ist mit denen am Spielen. Lol. Ja, okay, Leute. Wir haben es geschafft. Oh mein Gott. Ich dachte mir so, oh, holy shit, Alter. Also Heizou hat ja wirklich echt lang gedauert. Da kann man erzählen, was man will, Leute. Heizou hat ja wirklich echt verdammt lange gebraucht. So. Dann speichern wir noch das hier. Und damit wäre das erledigt. Ja, super. Das muss ich auch noch machen. Ach ja, meine Freunde. Jetzt kommt das Schöne. Hallo. Ein neues Event ist schon wieder da. Das bedeutet, meine Freunde, ihr wisst, was das heißt. Nach dieser Folge werden wir schön auf jeden Fall dieses Event auf jeden Fall machen. Da bin ich sehr gespannt. Und, weil wie ihr schon mitbekommen habt, ist ja schon langsam 3.6 da. Also nicht mehr... Also es dauert jetzt noch ein bisschen, bis 3.6 da ist, weil ihr seht ja noch 10 Tage, 5 Stunden. Das dauert noch ein bisschen. Bis jetzt unsere Charaktere weg sind. Wenn ich aber richtig gesehen habe, ist Nahida wieder ziehbar. Was mich sehr überrascht, aber ergibt Sinn. Weil in 3.6 kommt ja Nahidas zweite Legendenquest und in Somero kommt wahrscheinlich, was ich sogar, glaube ich, denke, der zweite Weltenboss. Weil wenn ich gerade über nachdenke, hat Somero nur einen. Und das ist ja unser Wanderer hier. Er ist der einzige Weltenboss. Es gibt sonst keinen anderen Weltenboss gerade hier. Das bedeutet, ja, weil das ist ein ganz normaler Boss. Und der da auch. Das bedeutet, meine Freunde, 3.6 kommt der zweite Weltenboss. Wenn das der Fall ist, bedeutet das, dass Somero sich schon bald dem Ende zuneigt. Weil immer, wenn der zweite Weltenboss da ist, ist es schon weit am Ende. Ist ja auch kein Wunder, wir sind ja schon 3.6 dann. Bedeutet, dann kommt vielleicht noch 3.7 und 3.8. Und wenn das passiert, kann Genshin halt entscheiden, ob dann 4.0 kommt oder unsere legendäre Wassermap endlich da ist. Auf die Map, auf die ich schon die ganze Zeit warte. Das ist auf jeden Fall der Highlight, Leute. Ich sage euch eins, die Wassermap werden wir richtig krass erkunden. Definitiv. Ich bin sowieso gespannt, wie die Wassergöttin sein wird. Die Wassergöttin ist ja die Göttin der Gerechtigkeit. Das wird auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr interessant. Da bin ich jetzt mega gespannt, wie die Wassergöttin sein wird, Leute. Und natürlich werden wir versuchen, so viel zu sparen wie möglich. Boah, entschuldigt für das Husten jetzt schon wieder. Deswegen, und ich bin auf jeden Fall sehr gespannt, wie groß dieses Land sein wird und wie viel Wasser das so sein wird. Also definitiv ist ja das Wasserreich halt, ne? Also ich kann mir schon vorstellen, dass dann sehr viel mit Flüssen, Wasserfällen, Seen und so alles bestimmt das Reich kombinierbar ist. Da bin ich selber mal gespannt, wie das Reich sich entwickeln wird. Also wenn es fertig ist, wie es dann aussehen wird. Da bin ich ja übelst gespannt. Na dann, meine Freunde, ich würde sagen, diese machen wir etwas kürzere Folge. Ist halt so, aber machen wir. Und ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten Folge bei dem schönen Event. Euer Marschu, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.